Hi, I'm Bruce with Schludershots. Today we're going to install a rail gas block on an AR-15 barrel. Here's our barrel. Essentially this is just a virgin barrel. I'm just using it as an example, but the same process would follow with a barrel on your weapon. The major difference of course would be you would actually have a gas tube installed, as well as you would have a flash hider and a flash hider washer installed. In the case that you don't have one of those, then maybe it's a weapon built during the ban. Of course, the flash hider wouldn't be involved, but the gas tube would be. So what we want to do is the first order is we want to remove these two tapered pins that retain the existing front sight combination gas block. And what I have here, if you want to zoom in. This is a standard taper pin that holds your front sight block in place. As you can see, one side of the block is one side of the pin is 125 thousandths in diameter, and the other side of the pin is roughly 145 thousandths in diameter. So the pins will only come out one way. So when you look at your pins on your barrel, of course we can see that the larger side is here on the right hand side. And what I generally find is that's the trend that most of the guns are built on, is that the larger side of the pin is always going to be on the right hand side of the barrel. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just put a little protection around this barrel. I'm going to install this barrel here. Clamp it in place. Now I'm doing this on a regular shot vise. Usually the pins are significantly tighter than what they are right now, and what you'll want to do is just use a small Delrin block. They sell these at different retailers, or even a wooden block will suffice to allow you to have something to hold the barrel down. Put it just a support underneath the barrel and tap the pins out, and you'll want to use a substantial size hammer and a good size punch. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove these front pins, and like I said earlier, these are already somewhat loose because it takes quite a bit of muscle to loosen them. I'm going to go ahead and position the drift. Tap these out. Oop, one just hit the floor. Okay. We'll get those pins later. What you want to do is just loosen the barrel again, just temporarily slide it out. And this gas block mechanism, front sight, will generally just slide off. What we'll do is we'll persuade it with a rubber hammer and just tap it like slow. The barrel diameter that's holding it snugly in place only exists for about a 2-inch length of the barrel, which is right here. And we want to go ahead and the rest of it, it'll be essentially a slip fit. And we want to remove the, well, we can actually leave this handguard retaining ring on. In this case, because a rail system's not going to go on it. I'll just kind of wipe this off and inspect it, make sure everything's in order. You can see the radius cuts where the pins intersected the barrel. And what I've got today is a Stag Arms single rail gas block. And this barrel diameter that we're working on today is 750 thousandths. And this, when the specification calls for that, what you want to do is you want to measure this diameter right here. And there we are. We're at 750 thousandths. This gas block will come with a sling mount. What you want to do is just slide this block on. Like so. bear in mind, for you guys at home who actually have your rifle assembled and you have the gas tube, I find it advantageous to just go ahead and install the gas tube into the gas block and slide it on as one assembly, and keeping your hand guards and everything already attached to the weapon. But what you'll do is you'll pull this gas block back. Let's go ahead and stick it back in the vise. Again, this is just really for ease of this tutorial. I don't have the whole weapon assembled, but this is going to be due north right here. This dowel pin for the barrel attaches to the upper receiver, and you're going to want to go ahead and position your handguard retaining nut appropriately. And there's 2 set screws here on the side. And what you'll do is you'll position this top dead center on the barrel and gently tighten these 2 screws and kind of trade off from fastener to fastener and kind of snug them up. Don't just snug up one all on its own, just kind of pull them in a little bit at a time. And if you're so inclined, you could refer to a torque table and torque that fastener. I believe it's probably a number 10 fastener to the appropriate torque. As you can see right here, it's got a split seam, so that's why it's critical that we tighten these up a little bit at a time and not just one and then do the other. We want to do them together slowly. Okay, that's it.